Excuse me. What in the world are you thinking?
Mean Gene, the first thing you need to do is to tell these people to shut up if you want to hear what I gotta say.
What up, y'all? It's KMB, the Sexy Ninja, in the place to be for a Paper Saber universe. This is the New World Podcast, brother. And we're going to talk about Collision. The third episode, right? It has been going by that fast. July 1st, 2023. It is July. Happy 4th of July to everyone that celebrates. It's on a Tuesday, so I know people that got to go to work on Monday, then get off Tuesday, then go back to work Wednesday. I feel bad because I have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday off, baby. And I'm going to enjoy it. And I got to sit down and watch Collision and good old, and they started off the way they did last week. They had Hobbs and QT, then Dustin, and the Roderick Strong and Joe, and that like tonight, blah 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 blah, brother, blah blah blah, kick your ass, brother, blah blah blah. Then all right. And we started out, I was like, yeah. And we started off with MJF making his Collision debut. They are in Hamilton, Canada, and we have Kevin Kelly, Nigel McGuinness on commentary. MJF faces Kip Morse. And Kip Morse got his ass whooped. Well, not really, just made him tap. Then he's like, I will, he cuts the promos. I will face anybody. I'll take on anybody in this cheap town. And I love that his elbow pad says Canada is mid. But some dude was coming out. I forgot who it was, but Ethan Page came out. Then we had MJF versus Ethan Page. And Ethan Page cuts this great turn face type promo saying, this is where I'm from, my dad, and everything, talking about his upcoming. I ain't no bare minimum bitch. I was like, hot damn, saying like he's doing everything he can in this company and everything like that. So he makes MJF puts his title on the line against him, and we have an AEW championship match to start our night. MJF versus Ethan Page. I had a lot of fun with this match. Especially just being like, oh, he's going to face this jobber guy. Okay, cool. Oh, wait, he's facing Ethan Page. Let's get this going, baby. But MJF retains, and that's it. That's all. You ain't on the level of the devil, Ethan Page. Owen Hart tournament and quarterfinals, is that what they call this? Dustin Rhodes versus Powerhouse Hobbs with QT and Harley on the side. Dustin Rhodes is just like Moxley. Anytime there is a moment to bleed, he will bleed. But talk about a back and forth. But Powerhouse Hobbs was a little bit too powery and took out Dustin Rhodes to move on in the tournament. Now he will face the winner of the match later on between Juice and Ricky Starks. Right? Juice and Ricky. So, and then after that, we had Samoa Joe and Roderick Strong package to hype up the main event because CM Punk's going to be special guest commentary. Tony Schiavone's in the ring. We got Bullet Club Gold. It is official. They are wearing the shirts. The Guns, baby, are officially gold. So now it's Jay White, Juice Robinson's, and the Guns. Oh, my gosh. I geeked out, man. I was like, bang, bang, gang. Put them, put them guns up, man. I was very excited. And then while they were doing this, they kept pulling the mic back and forth from Tony, and Tony's face was like, God, I don't want to be here right now. And then as they're talking crap, Jay calls out Punk and FTR, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, we get a backstage promo from them. They're on the big screen with Ricky Starks as he's pumping up. And Jay brought up like that bag, that magical bag, what is in it? I think it's your AEW championship, blah, blah, blah. But you gotta understand, when I see gold, I really didn't know where he was going with it. Like, I was kind of like, okay. Then they issue a challenge to FTR with Juice and Jay for those AEW tag team championships, which I scratched my head. I was like, I know you guys are a team, but wouldn't you let the Guns have that opportunity to get those tag team championships? Because they are a legit tag team. But never mind. Never mind. What do I know? Bullet Club Gold. Bang, bang, gang. Okay? But this all sets up for the big main event. And this sets up for Juice Robinson versus Ricky Starks in the Owen Hart tournament. Talk about, thunder and lightning here just coming at you. Ricky Starks for the win. Then, of course, Bullet Club Gold. They are banned from ringside during this match. But, of course, right when Ricky Starks wins, they start surrounding the ring. Blood in the water, the Sharks. Bullet Club Gold Sharks are going to get Ricky Starks. But no, Punk, FDR comes out. Punk to a very mid-reaction. Nothing, I think it was very interesting because he came out and that was a split crowd. Ew, I spit on my, gross. Got to move on. It's podcasting. At its finest, at its peak. Gross spittle. But no, yeah, that crowd was like, whoa, I was like, oh, okay. I don't think Punk has that, especially in Canada, apparently. I was like, Christian Cage backstage holding the championship, Luchasaurus behind him. They're with Lexi, and Sean Spears comes up and then interrupts, and he says, I want that TNT championship. Looks at Luchasaurus, I'll see you, champ. And then Christian Cage's like, we have the TBS Championship, Chris Statlander versus Lady Frost. This was a good match. Chris Statlander for the win. And then we get Andrade backstage. Promo. He was supposed to be an interview with Lexi, but he took over the mic. And I got... Andrade, I love you, man, but damn, this was... I want my mask. I want my mask. Watch this. Watch it. Watch him cut this. And he says mask like 100 times. I want my mask. My mask. I want my mask. And I was like, okay, man, he wants his mask back. Okay? And then we had on the TV screen right behind him was the House of Black. They interrupt. And they're like, yeah, you just have to wait because we got your mask. Kenny Omega and Wheeler Yuta package are going to face each other next week. Now, the main event. 17 years since these two actually battled, huh? Roderick Strong versus Samoa Joe and CM Punk as special guest commentator. Of course, this is going to be a classic. These two are vets, man. These two are OGs in that ring, man. And Samoa Joe wins this part of the tournament, and we're going to get Samoa Joe versus CM Punk next week. Holy shit. Samoa Joe choked out Roderick Strong. He knocked him on a chair and everything like that. They had to get the ambulance. But Joe and Punk is gonna happen next week. I'm just like, oh my God. My God. I'm in. Even my wife, she goes, Joe versus Punk? Yeah, because we were just talking about Wendy. The great Joe stuff, man. But Samoa Joe and CM Punk next week on Collision. Here's my money. Just take it. Just take it. Adam Cole comes out. Roderick Strong's being willed out. But we got Joe and Punk. Here we go, baby. Joe and Punk. Ugh. Overall, I gotta say, good 3 out of 5 for this Collision. I would say match of the night is Roderick Strong, Samoa Joe, or MJF versus Ethan Page was good. I would say that between that match, the promo was better. The promo was superior with Ethan Page. I was like, holy shit, man, I'm a fan now. Juice Robinson, Ricky Starks, classic. We had some good hard-hitting matches. Chris Statlander, Lady Frost. I guess, okay, Roderick Strong versus Samoa Joe. I gotta say, that's the match, man. I really like. And surprisingly, second to that, Dustin Rhodes and Powerhouse Hobbs, man. Those two kicked the shit out of each other. And now the Owen Hart Foundation tournament is almost locked in. On the women's side, all the way to semifinals. Sky Blue is going to face Britt Baker or Ruby Soho. That's going to be next week. Willow Nightingale and Athena are going to face each other as well. And then they'll move on to the main part of the tournament. Then we have Punk and Joe. Then we have Hobbs and Ricky Starks. Looking good, looking great. That's it. That's all. I'll do 3.5, man. 3.5 out of 5 for AEW's Collision. Still feels different. Still feels like a pay-per-view upon like being a regular show. So I'm digging. All right, y'all. Tell me what you thought of the show. Drop those comments below. What did you like? What did you not like? Let's talk. We're pro wrestling fans here, folks. Then go to prowrestlingtees.com/New World Podcast. And get yourself that sweet NWP logo created by Penta X. And, anything and everything helps, man. Now, share with your grandma. Share with the bum down at Walmart. I am KMB, the Sexy Ninja. And as always, the New World Podcast is for life, brother.
You might be the AEW World Champion, but Ethan Page actually champions AEW.